Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a hell of a show in store for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So yesterday was a pretty big night in the NBA. They had a plethora of games going on. I was able to watch a good amount of the Boston Celtics Milwaukee Bucks game. Going into that game, the Milwaukee Bucks, I believe, were 1-2 or something like that, and the Boston Celtics were undefeated. At one point in that game, the Milwaukee Bucks looked like they were going to give the Celtics a run for their money, but ultimately, towards the end, the Boston Celtics ended up winning that game 119-109. But there was a later game that was slated to come on between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. And it's actually a rematch from NBA opening night. No. Opening night, they played against the Minnesota Timberwolves, but a game that they played previously. But in that game, it was a home game for the Los Angeles Lakers, but that game was coming on so late and I was so tired. So I actually could not stay up to watch that game. So I just said, you know what, I'll just watch the highlights in the morning when I wake up. And when I woke up and saw the highlights, it was a good game from the standpoint that it was a competitive game. But there was something that really stood out, and it's something that has a lot of people in the NBA community talking, which is LeBron's stat line. In that game, LeBron finished the game 3 of 14, shooting 21.4% from the field, 40% from the three, 50% from the free throw line, getting you 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and only 2 turnovers. But he finished the game with 11 points, and he was the only starter for the Lakers that had a plus-minus of 17. All the other starters, Rui Hachimura, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and D'Angelo Russell, were at least positive. Russell was a net 0, so he was at least, he didn't hurt the team, but he didn't really benefit the team. But what really stood out was LeBron's stat line. And it's something that I've been noticing and some people have been noticing, which is it seems like there's some slippage in LeBron's game, and I have a hunch as to why that's the case and why LeBron's numbers are beginning to decline. But before we even get into LeBron's, the trends surrounding LeBron James, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. With only 4 months left until the end of the year, I look forward to creating special moments with family and friends by attending various theaters, shows, plays, and sporting events. And when it comes time for me to look for tickets, I absolutely love to use Game Time. Game Time is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. Game Time saves me money, time, and peace of mind, so I don't have to sort through thousands of tickets looking for the best prices or worry about whether or not if they're authentic or whether if I'm going to receive them on time. Game Time Picks, one of my favorite Game Time tools, analyzes thousands of tickets for all of your favorite events near your location and finds you the best possible deal so you don't have to. For example, I'm looking forward to this upcoming concert at Madison Square Garden of one of my favorite composers, Hans Zimmer. Here I can select the all-in price to see the total ticket price up front, no hidden fees. And now I can sort through the best possible deals I can find. I can choose the cheapest deals, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. And if you're like me and always make plans at the last minute, you can grab tickets up to 90 minutes after the event has started. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let's get into LeBron's numbers this season. LeBron this year is averaging in 4 games, 20 points a game on 44% shooting from the field, 39% shooting from the three, 68% shooting from the free throw line, while getting you 7 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2.8 turnovers, 0.3 steals, and 0.8 blocks per game. And his plus-minus overall thus far this season is 1. So his overall plus-minus for the Lakers when he's on the floor is 1. If you look at Anthony Davis, on the other hand, he's averaging 33 points a game on 55% shooting from the field, 28.6% from three, 80% from the free throw line, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, only 2 turnovers a game, less than 2 turnovers a game, while getting you 1.5 steals and 2.5 blocks per game with a negative 0.8 plus or minus. But here's what's happening with LeBron. LeBron's numbers are down almost 6 points from last year. His field goal shooting percentage is the lowest he has shot since he was a rookie in the NBA. As a rookie, he shot 41.7%. This year, he's shooting 44.6%. His three-point shooting, I don't really want to spend too much time on that because it's still a very good three-point shooting percentage at 3.9. But the question is, why are LeBron's numbers dipping? And I think that there are a few reasons why we're beginning to see some slippage in LeBron James's game. The first reason, I think, has to do with their new head coach, J.J. Redick. You can clearly see that J.J. Redick has implemented a new system in which the offense now is run exclusively through through Anthony Davis. Yesterday's game where LeBron attempted 14 shots, Anthony Davis attempted 24 shots, which shows me that J.J. Redick is a very smart coach. It also shows me that he's been able to do something which other coaches have not been able to, which is get the damn ball out of LeBron's hand and essentially stop him from dominating the basketball. And I think that that's one of the reasons why the Lakers are doing so well. Obviously, LeBron had that breakout game that he had the other day, and that win against, who was the team they played? Against the Sacramento Kings. But he just kind of broke away from what the Lakers wanted to do. He just kind of took over the game and started shooting. As a matter of fact, there's a viral clip out there of him calling out Rui Hachimura for shooting when he had the hot hand. But the fact of the matter is that's not how the Lakers want to play. And if that's how they decide to play, they will continue to lose games. And I think what we're witnessing is that LeBron is having difficulties being effective and a great scorer when he's not taking a high amount of shots. And now, finally, what we're seeing is that his game is beginning to wane. And what you're seeing is that he's now forced to be more efficient and pick his spots. And it's not really working out for him the way it did in the past. Let me give you guys some data here. Ever since Anthony Davis joined the Lakers, AD joined the Lakers in the 2019-2020 season. He's been with the Lakers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is his 7th year. This is the first year that Anthony Davis is leading the Lakers in shot attempts. The first year. All the previous 6 years, LeBron has led the team in field goal attempts. This is the first year in the 7-year partnership, since Anthony Davis joined the Lakers, that he is leading the team in shot attempts. And I think that it is helping the team, and other players are flourishing around Anthony Davis being a centerpiece, and it's hurting LeBron's game individually because he doesn't get to go out there and try to showboat and take over the games and score. It doesn't work. Last year, if you look at that game in the playoffs against the Denver Nuggets, when Anthony Davis had a hot hand, had they stayed with that hot hand, they would have won that game. They would have won that game. But they went away from it. And I blamed it at that time on 2 people, Darvin Ham and LeBron James. Darvin Ham for not ensuring, or 3 people. Darvin Ham for not ensuring AD got the ball. LeBron for being the point guard on the floor, the unofficial point forward on the floor, not getting AD the ball. And Anthony Davis's damn self for not demanding the ball. That's why they lost that game. It is clear to see that Anthony Davis is clearly the Lakers' best player, and it's not close. That's why I knew that those ESPN rankings were total BS. Total BS. How you rank LeBron ahead of AD it's like the joke of the week. There's nothing that would indicate that. AD is a better offensive player. He's the best defensive player. He affects more aspects of the game. Now LeBron can pass the ball, but AD can score the ball and he can defend at a very, very high level. So it's net, the net effect that he has on the team is greater because he's a better offensive player. He's the best defender. AD right now is playing like an MVP. Forget about the defensive player of the year. He is playing like AD right now is playing like the MVP and a defensive player in a player of the year in one player. So I think that's playing a role. And ultimately, this is the first time LeBron has been on an NBA team where he's not led it in shots. This is the first team. Cleveland, he led the team in shots. Miami, he led the team in shots. Cleveland again, he led the team in shots. LA, when he first got there for the first 6 years, he led the team in shots. This is the first year and first time of LeBron's career when he is not taking the lion's share of the shots in the offense. And that is why you're seeing him have a difficult time adjusting to AD. Another thing worth pointing out is that whenever LeBron is not ball dominant and he's not controlling the show, he's now forced to be a much more efficient basketball player, and he has to now choose his spots on the floor. And it's something that he's having a difficult time adjusting with. He can only do his thing when he takes over the game and starts shooting like crazy. And that's when you can see it. But now when you have to pick your spots within the offense, it becomes a little bit difficult for him to be efficient. I'll give you guys another example. Yesterday, Rui Hachimura attempted 18 shots. He scored 20 points. He scored 20 points. Was it efficient? Not really, but he still shot 44% from the field. LeBron shot 21% from the floor. 21%. 21. So here's how, let me explain to you how this is going to work for Laker fans. Laker fans, this is how it's going to work for y'all this year. If you want to have a successful campaign and be a top 4 seed, the offense needs to be ran through AD. And everybody needs to play off of AD, including LeBron. There are going to be nights where he's going to be their second best player, or third best player, or fourth best player. That's how the Lakers will flourish. But if it's this thing of LeBron and AD and LeBron is dominating the ball, you're going to be another middle of the pack team. It is just that simple. So LeBron fans, you're now going to have to embrace a word that I know is quite difficult for some of y'all. It's called sacrifice. Yeah, you ever heard that word? Sacrifice. He's going to have to sacrifice his game for the team to do better. And he's doing so. He's doing so. Let's not get it twisted. He is doing so. And it's a reason why they got off to that hot start with the outlier game when he just went off. But if they want to continue to win, that's what he's going to have to be. That's what it's going to have to be. And y'all going to have to also wrestle with this, LeBron fans. You know how y'all always be saying, oh, Shaq carried Kobe, Shaq carried Kobe, Shaq was better than Kobe? It's going to be real tough for y'all to sit there and watch AD do his thing and still hold on to the thought that LeBron is better than AD. Welcome to the world that Kobe Bryant used to live in. Should be an interesting season. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Catch you on the next show. Peace.